Good morning, friends. Shelly Eaton, your Younique presenter. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a 5-minute or less look with an eyeshadow palette. And my absolute favorite palette is palette number 1. It will look beautiful on every single eye color. It has a lot of, has a lot of browns and golds and nudes. It's got a combination of mattes and pearls and shimmers. Really easy to go from a day to night. So I'm going to show you what I usually do. Usually, I kind of, depending on the colors, like I could kind of do the same technique for palette number 2, palette number 3 with shimmers, lights, darks. So I'm just going to show you what I normally do with palette number 1 and the brushes that I use to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and use this liner shader brush, and I'm going to start. So normally I would start with one of these two. They're like, this one's a pearly, this one's a beautiful gold shimmer. I'm going to go ahead and do Sincere today, and I should say that I have on my eye primer, which will just help to brighten and make sure that these eyeshadows stay put all day and that they don't crease at all. So I'm going to come ahead again with Sincere, and I'm going to come up under my brow bone right here. This is going to be like my highlighter, and I'm going to come all the way down into my crease, or sorry, right down into, not the crease, this little tear duct area right there, just to brighten it, coming all the way up, sweeping and highlighting. See that? And then connecting down in the tear duct. So basically what that does is it just kind of highlights this brow bone and just helps to pop open your eye. And look how much brighter this looks than right here. Love it. Okay, so the next color I'm going to do, and I'm going to use my crease brush because I really like how I can get in where I need to get it. I'm going to go a little bit darker, and I'm going to use Swanky. So this is just a tiny little bit darker than this one here, but I love how they kind of mix a little bit. And this is going to be the one that I'm going to kind of have as my main color on my eyeball. So I'm going to just go along my lash line right here, all the way along, kind of across my eyeball, all the way along my lash line, right to the outer edge of my eyeball, and sweep back and forth. See? And a little bit more. This is not, for my everyday, because I don't usually wear a lot of eyeshadow during the day. My days are pretty straightforward, but this would be more of an evening thing for me. Now I'm going to my little girl's spring concert today, so I figured that I would do a little bit more. I'm just going to wipe off this crease brush because I use it for a lot of things. I love how it's angled. All right, so I've got Swanky there on my eyeball, and now I'm just going to come in with a little bit more of a matte so that it's not too much shimmer. You can see how sparkly and shimmery this is. I like blending a little bit of the matte as well, so kind of filling in where my crease is, starting on the outer edge and kind of coming in all along in my crease, kind of blending upward into where that beautiful shimmer is. Just adding some dimension. See? I love it. It's coming together. Look how much bigger this eye is starting to look than this little sad eye over here. Okay, gonna do another little swipe off, a little wipe off of my crease brush. And I'm going to now add a beautiful deep dark shade. You could stop here if you want and then just kind of blend it all. But this will give you a little bit more dimension. See how dark it is? This one right here. Zealous, I love this. It's a beautiful color. So this is where I'm going to just kind of do a little dot on the outer edge of my eyeball. Come down almost like I'm making a V along my brow bone and into the corner of my eyeball. See that? How pretty is that? And then to kind of connect it all, like connect the dots, I love this brush here. This is the first one I use. It's a dual brush. And this little puffy shader brush is the one that I use for my highlighting, but I love the liner brush because now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of lining so it all is tied in together with this color Zealous. Just tap it in and get some there. And I'm just going to come in and line, starting right at the edge, all the way in under, right to where I brought in that little bit of a highlighter color. So it's nice and soft. I'm just going to kind of blend it to soften it a little bit. And then I'm also going to use, look how pretty, ooh. And then I'm also going to use this brush to just kind of blend everything. You don't want any of those harsh lines. And there you go. How's it look? Palette number one, my favorite, trust me, brown eyes, blue eyes, green eyes, gray eyes. It will look beautiful on everybody. Palette number one, couple of brushes. It's all you need to go from daytime to nighttime. And I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my other eye. Again, 5 minutes. Now I was a little bit slower talking, but I'm pretty sure you could get the hang of it. Get both eyes done in 5 minutes. Take care, have a great day.